Oh, is it live yet? Yeah, I think it's live. Okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Lynn from Raiz Finance, and welcome to the talk. Today is DeFi in your pocket. Okay, so as you may know, before DeFi was introduced, centralized finance was the standard for trading cryptos. And in centralized finance, all crypto trade orders are handled through a central exchange, and funds are managed by specifically running the central exchange. And moreover, you are subject to the rules a centralized exchange imposes on you. And DeFi aims to build an open source, permissionless, and transparent financial services ecosystem. And the decentralized financial system offers services including borrowing, yield farming, crypto lending, and asset storage, and more. And both DeFi and CeFi deliver a wide range of cryptocurrency-related financial services, and you would find many differences between DeFi and CeFi. And the question here is whether users should trust technology or people. And there's no right answer to that because each has its own perk. Okay, and this is why we're here today. And let's talk about that. And our guest here, he's not from a project, he's not from a VC, he's a crypto analyst, and he's been around in the crypto space for 4 years now. And he will break down DeFi and some other notions in the most friendly way. And one more thing, he's a voluntary ambassador of Raiz Finance, who has been experiencing Raiz app. And let's hear some objective review from him too. Okay, hi Victor, how are you doing?
Hello, Lynn. I'm very good. How are you?
I'm good too. Well, what time is it over there?
It's exactly 3 minutes past 3. That is
okay.
3 p.m. in the afternoon.
Okay, so you guys are 6 hours behind us. I'm based in Vietnam.
Exactly.
It's now 9 p.m. now. Yeah. Okay, Victor, please introduce yourself to us.
All right. Hello, everyone. My name is Victor Livingstone, and yeah, just like Lynn has already said, I'm a crypto analyst and a tech entrepreneur. Not to forget, I'm a clinical pharmacist, so I'm also in the healthcare sector. But I'm a big fan of the blockchain ecosystem. So just like Lynn said earlier, I've been in the blockchain or cryptocurrency space for about 4 years now. All right, so yeah, and I picked so much interest specifically in the decentralized finance ecosystem, which I believe it's something massive that's going to change the world. All right.
Yeah.
So, all right.
Yeah. Thank you so much for joining us today. You know. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. You okay. So you've been in crypto space for quite some time, and before we start, you know, DeFi in your pocket, we're gonna deep dive into DeFi, right? But before we start, can we tell us, you know, what is cryptocurrency in a nutshell?
All right, cryptocurrency basically. Cryptocurrency basically is a medium of exchange. All right, just like you have your normal money. All right, it's a medium of exchange. But one thing about it is that it's digital and it's encrypted, and then it's decentralized. That means that, you know, cryptocurrency as we have today is not issued by any central authority such as the central bank. All right, and yeah. So it's kind of immune from government interference and all of that.
Yeah. Are you still saying?
Yeah. So, are you still with me?
Yes, but I think the background noise is a bit too much noise. Can you adjust that?
All right. I'll do just that.
Yeah. I feel like something is dropping.
Uh-oh. So
it's
sorry
okay.
about that.
Yeah, it's okay.
cryptocurrency is basically a medium of exchange that's decentralized, is digital, and is encrypted. And as we all know, Bitcoin was the first successfully payment protocol that was developed by Satoshi Nakamoto, which up to today we do not know whether he's a person or a group of person, in 2008. All right. And, where we had a white paper called Bitcoin, a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. All right. Satoshi Nakamoto described the project as an electronic payment system based on cryptographic proof instead of trust. So Bitcoin was actually the first cryptocurrency that was, that was brought on board. And then before we started having other cryptocurrencies, otherwise known as the altcoins or the alternative coins, as we have today, all right, such as Ethereum, BNB, and of course my baby girl, Raiz Finance.
Oh,
So
really?
yeah,
Yeah. So Bitcoin was founded in 2008. What do you think is a king coin right now, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. So what about DeFi? What is DeFi? Because DeFi is not that that easy to understand. So can you break it down like very friendly, in a very friendly way?
All right. DeFi, short for decentralized finance. It's basically, I call it a movement or a revolution in the financial sector. All right. And three key things that are we should take note of about decentralized finance is that it's completely decentralized. It's a financial ecosystem that offers a suite of financial products and services like lending, borrowing, fixed income, insurance, we have yield farming, and a whole lot of other financial services. But one thing is that decentralized finance is available to the masses on the public decentralized blockchain network without any central authority or any middleman. So decentralized finance is basically finance that is on the public blockchain. All right. And decentralized finance is governed by what we call smart contracts. All right. Unlike what we have on the traditional financial system, which is governed by a central authority, such as the central bank, right? Decentralized finance is not under the control of the government, it's not under the control of any central authorities, such as the central bank, all right? But it is governed by an algorithm, which is a computer program called smart contracts, all right? So, yeah.
Yeah. So there's a lot of differences between centralized finance and decentralized finance, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. What are they?
All right. Just like what we have here, we have the traditional financial system, all right, where we have the central body that serves as the middleman, right? For instance, we have savers or lenders. I want to ask you a question, Lynn. Do you have a bank account? Do you have a bank account?
Of course, everybody has a bank account.
All right. All right. So your bank is a financial institution that provides centralized financial services. All right. Yeah. So you save your money in the bank. You can save your money in the bank. You can borrow money from the bank. You can take a loan from the bank. And now the bank serves as the central authority that are in charge of every single thing that is going on with your money. All right. They can decide to trade with your money. And at the end of the day, they give you crumb as interest at the end of the month. But in the centralized system, we do not have a central authority that manages people's funds. Instead, we have different protocols, such as asset management protocols. You have decentralized exchange. You have a wallet. You have stablecoin protocol. And the rest of that. So there's no single individual or an institution that is in charge of providing financial services. Instead, everything is based on an agreed computer program called smart contract, which automates everything in the system. This gives room for transparency, total transparency in the system, and of course, security of funds. So these are basically the benefits of decentralized finance over the centralized finance that we have today. All right, decentralized finance is globally accessible to anyone around the world. All right, as long as you have, let's say, a smartphone or a computer system, all right, and you have access to the internet, you can actually enjoy decentralized finance services without any form of hindrance. All right, it's globally accessible to everyone, and there is no human intervention. Remember what I said, decentralized finance is governed by what I call the smart contract. All right, smart contract is a computer program that automates every single thing on the decentralized finance protocol. All right, and then every transaction on the decentralized finance platform is transparent. That means you can literally track every transaction that is going on, all right, on the decentralized finance platform, all right? And then there is maximum security of funds. You do not have, you shouldn't worry about someone stealing your funds, someone transferring your funds. As a matter of fact, before any transaction goes on the decentralized finance platform, the user has to authorize the transaction. So it is totally permissionless and it's on the public blockchain. So these are some of the benefits of this decentralized finance ecosystem.
Yeah, that's great. So yeah, so decentralized finance like it eliminates the necessity of third parties agent and their intermediate cost, and this allows DeFi users to garner better rewards than otherwise. However, I think there are huge barriers to entry that dissuade crypto novices, as the learning curve is extremely steep due to the complexity of the instruments or speed of market evolution that creates a barrier limiting the entry of many new retail users. And while centralized applications are more user-friendly but require compliance and trust, right? And personally, I think that DeFi will not completely replace centralized finance, and that it is more likely that CeFi and DeFi will coexist. Sorry, and with CeFi institutions likely to pick which DeFi products they like and eventually integrate them into their more user-friendly platforms. And that's the idea of how Raiz Finance is, and we want to take this like a best of both worlds into a mobile interface. Yeah.
Okay, absolutely. Just 1 minute. I have some of my members in my community that want to join us here. Could you please let them in?
Oh, okay. Oh, that's not planned. Okay. Get them in.
Okay.
Is in yet?
Or yeah, they're in. All right. Can go ahead.
Yeah. It's all right. Okay.
I'll try you. So like we don't do I call the one.
So
you don't get experience now.
could you please mute everyone else? Could you please mute everyone else?
No,
Hello,
I think every member should disconnect.
Okay.
Yeah, please time to disconnect. Yeah. I'm
the
sorry,
host could actually mute everyone else. Can actually mute everyone else upon entry.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you were saying I asked the question why what's the rationale behind Raiz Finance trying to integrate centralized finance together with decentralized finance? You were saying a couple of things which are quite understandable.
Yeah, thank you. And as I said earlier, DeFi and CeFi will more likely coexist. So what do you think the benefits of DeFi and their components? What are their components?
Oh, okay, yeah. So there are basically different components of the decentralized finance. And the first thing you should notice about the decentralized finance is you have a decentralized exchange. Okay, a lot of people know about centralized exchanges such as Binance, Huobi, FTX, Coinbase, and the rest of them. Right, just very few persons know about decentralized exchanges. All right. Basically, decentralized finance makes use of decentralized exchanges, to function. So these are the various components of decentralized finance. You have decentralized exchanges, then you have lending and borrowing protocols, you have stable coins, margin trading, derivatives, savings, payment system, asset management, market predictions, and lottery, youth farming, etc. So that different components of these are the different components of decentralized finance. Yeah. And then decentralized finance basically function using decentralized exchanges. So just like I said before, you have lending protocols and synthetic derivatives. All right. Currently, most of decentralized finance applications make use of Ethereum blockchain, but many alternative public blockchain are emerging. Just like the Binance Smart Chain. Basically, Raiz Finance is on the Binance Smart Chain, right?
Yeah, well, more on Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Yeah, and Polygon.
So yes. So there are also other chains such as the Tron blockchain, Polygon, or Matic. They have Solana, Cardano, and the rest of them. Yeah. So that's basically. So these are examples of the decentralized exchanges that we have. You have Uniswap, which was first built on the Ethereum blockchain. You have PancakeSwap, which is on the BSC, JuneSwap, EdgeSwap, Radium, which is on Solana blockchain. You have Serum decentralized exchange as well on the Solana blockchain. You also have JustSwap. To mention a few, there are quite a good number of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I just saw that. Yeah, because when we talk about DeFi, we cannot forget liquidity pool, because liquidity pool is the backbone of many decentralized exchanges, such as you just mentioned Uniswap. So what is liquidity pool? And I mean, in the easiest way to understand.
Okay. Liquidity pool, just like you said, is the backbone of decentralized exchanges, decentralized finance, basically. So without liquidity pool, there cannot be decentralized finance. So liquidity pools are basically a liquidity pool is a collection of funds locked in a smart contract. Remember what I said before, that decentralized finance is based on smart contracts. So for there to be a trade on decentralized exchanges, right, there has to be some liquidity, all right, in the liquidity pool. So a liquidity pool basically is a collection of funds locked in a smart contract, which is used to facilitate decentralized trading, lending, and many more functions on decentralized exchanges. So basically, liquidity pool is basically money, all right? It's basically money that is put down to facilitate trading. But in this case, there could be tokens or coins that are deposited, to facilitate trading. And then liquidity pools, just like you said it before, are the backbone of many decentralized exchanges, such as Uniswap, all right? And then we have people that are called liquidity providers, which basically add an equal value of two tokens in a pool to create a market. All right, that's what we call automated market makers. All right, unlike centralized exchange that make use of the order book. All right, centralized exchanges and as well as the traditional financial system, they make use of what we call the order book. All right, but the decentralized exchanges or decentralized finance basically make use of what we call the liquidity, make use of what we call the automated market makers, in which an individual could actually create a market, all right? An individual can actually create a market by providing an equal value of 2 tokens in a pool, all right? Yeah, and then in exchange for providing their funds, they earn trading fees from trade that happen in their pools, all right? It's proportional to their share of the total liquidity. For instance, Uniswap basically, pay liquidity providers 0.3% of the trading fees, in the liquidity pool to all the liquidity providers. So basically, in decentralized finance, anyone can be a liquidity provider. So automated market makers has made market making more accessible to anyone, all right? And this is what decentralized finance has come to do for us.
Thank you so much for your explanation. It's quite detailed. A lot of details and stuff. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Yeah. Where you learn this? I mean, experience this info on internet, or you just through your work or something?
Sorry, I didn't get that.
I mean, where you get this information?
Oh, I'm an analyst, so I basically do my research.
Yeah, do your research, right? It's quite, yeah. Okay, so to the part that I'm really excited, because I really want to hear an outsider to talk about, our project. You've been with us for a few months as a ambassador, and can you please tell us how you understand Raiz Finance and the range of services?
Okay, Raiz Finance, just like I said before, is my baby girl. All right, Raiz Finance is basically Raiz Finance has come to make it a lot easy for individuals, all right, who are not used to decentralized finance. Have come to make it easy for them to get on board the decentralized finance movement, all right, by providing a mobile application, all right, that is quite user-friendly so that anyone could actually access decentralized finance services using their mobile phone. Once you have your smartphone, all right, that has access to internet, you can literally, take advantage of the opportunities that are available on decentralized finance ecosystem. And this is what Raiz Finance has come to make possible for everyone, all right? So Raiz Finance is a mobile multi-chain yield aggregator that brings decentralized finance to your pocket with the goal of simplifying your crypto experience. So basically, Raiz Finance simplifies crypto experience for high users, all right? So it's a hybrid solution that bridges centralized and decentralized financial services and acts as the gateway to decentralized finance. Just like Lane, just like you said before, that centralized finance and decentralized finance has to work hand in hand, all right? Because it's not yet possible for us to completely eliminate centralized finance. So we still need centralized finance services for us to be able to facilitate decentralized finance services. So this is what Raiz Finance has come to make possible for everyone. And then guess what? This is Raiz Finance, through its so many services such as staking, farming, savings, and the rest of them, has made it possible for me to earn passive income virtually every day. And guess what, Lane? Do you know what I do every week? Every week, I basically go to my Raiz Finance app and harvest my tokens that I've
that's a smart. That's a smart move. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I go. When you harvest, do you put it into another pool?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's what I call compounding. I basically do compound interest. I harvest and then return it to another pool for me to earn even much more higher.
Yeah. Wow, that's good. Okay. Wow, I'm very happy to hear that. Okay, then might as well please tell us more about staking and farming in the app. And which feature is your most favorite?
Of course, my most favorite is the yield farming the yield farming aspect of it, because it basically has higher it has higher APR, all right,
Yeah.
And then it's flexible. I could actually stake anytime I want to stake, and then I could actually harvest my yields anytime, unlike the savings or the normal staking services, which has a tenor who could be like 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, 120 days. But the flexible farming option for me is actually the best option for me, because I could literally stake anytime I want to stake, and then harvest anytime I want to harvest, and all of that. So that's basically my best.
Yeah. Okay. So apart from Roseon, did you farm or stake any other coins? Because we have a lot of pools like Hero Egg, Polo, Road, a lot of them.
Yes. Just like what I have here on the savings options, I also stake BNB, also stake Cake, and also stake Matic, and some other tokens as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
So
good.
it's not just Raiz Finance. And then one good thing about farming, yield farming, and staking Raiz Finance, I could literally stake my Raiz Finance to get other tokens. All right. For instance, I'm currently farming the Polo token on the platform, and also the superhero egg. I'm also farming it without having to buy it in the market. I could literally get them free of charge here by simply farming them, or So that is one good thing about Raiz Finance that I love so much.
Yeah. Did you farm any LP token there?
Absolutely. Yes. This is actually my farm, as you can see, $2,145. So yeah, the Rosion BNB LP token, which I did on PancakeSwap and sent to this platform to stake. This is actually the one that I actually enjoy the most. And then there's something else I want to show you here. All right, can you see this?
Yes, I see your.
All right.
Yeah, I see.
Yes.
Yeah.
The Rosion BNB Pancake LP, I could, as you see in here, when I stake my Rosion BNB LP, I would be earning both Rosion and BNB. Can you beat that?
Yeah.
Can you beat that?
Yeah.
So it's actually amazing. It's actually amazing. It's one of the cool features in the Rosion Finance application.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, I can see that. So what do you think? How can one person maximize staking yield in the app? Like, just share your tips.
Okay. How you can maximize your staking yield? Basically, this is what I do every week. I purchase my Rosion Finance token, and I send it to the app, and then on weekly basis I harvest and return it back again. That is, I call it compounding, right? So that is actually the best way for anyone, because I see so much potential in this project. Just recently we got listed on Gates.io, and then there are a whole lot of partnerships we're currently working on, a whole lot of partnerships here and there, both on the decentralized finance ecosystem, and then the game finance ecosystem, that is GameFi, as well as NFTs. So there's so many projects that are in the pipeline, and then looking at our roadmap, very soon we're going to be launching the swap services on the platform as well. So there's so many great stuff that are in the pipeline. So I so much believe in this project, because I believe it's basically the next cake, if you would permit me to say. Yeah. So yes.
So we've been promising that our swap would be released soon, but behind the scene, the dev team is working so hard to make it happen. But maybe next week we're gonna release the swap, and you know what? When the swap is ready, we're gonna have a very big trading competition, and that's going to be the first trading competition in our app. Okay.
Wow.
And
Wow.
we're gonna make it 10,000 rewards. So does it sound exciting? You're gonna buy some and get in the competition, Victor?
Absolutely. I can actually wait for it. I can't wait.
Yeah, thank you. So last week we were listed on Gate, and then hopefully next week we're gonna release the swap, and then there comes the trading competition, and then if it works, it's gonna be a lot more trading competition going on in the app too.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
Yeah. So what do you think about the price of Rosion now? What do you think?
Okay, I would like to say this at this point that Raiz Finance is highly undervalued. A lot of people do not know that Raiz Finance is highly undervalued. The current price is nothing compared. It's nothing to be compared with what is going to be in the next couple of weeks, or maybe in the next 1 month. I believe so much that before the end of the fourth quarter of this year, the Raiz Finance, the price action is my target is basically $10. I don't know how that is going to happen, but I believe so much that with what I'm seeing right now on ground, with a whole lot of partnerships and a whole lot of projects that is underway, the current price of Raiz Finance is a steal for anyone. So every other person still has the opportunity to actually get on board right now, because when the trend leaves, when the trend moves, it might end up leaving a lot of people behind. So
yeah, because I know as a user or as a investor, you must care about the price, but sometimes
absolutely.
But sometimes it's like just forget about the price for a moment and look at what we've been trying to do, like the partnerships that we form, right? And the products, the new features that we want to bring to the app. So and actually the price, when the market is down, then Rosion price still like stable, down in the stable way. So I think that's also a good sign.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I think that's it for today. Anything else you want to share? Anything you want to talk about?
Okay, on Raiz Finance. Okay, so basically these are the benefits that just few of the benefits that of course we should know that that are available on decentralized finance services, such as the yield farming and the staking, which we have on Raiz Finance. It's a sure way of getting passive income, all right, without having to be looking at charts every now and then trying to analyze the market. You could literally earn good amount of income on daily, weekly, and monthly basis, through Raiz Finance, staking, and farming services. And then you have much more lower risk of losing your fund compared with trading. And I bet you it's the best way to hodl. If you want to hodl your coin, then you've got to go and stake on Raiz Finance app. If you want to hodl it, it's the best bet for you to go and stake. All right. And then there's no stress of going to read each other. I already said that. So so that is just what I have to say. So if you're not yet staking, if you're not yet taking advantage of the staking and farming services that are available on the Raiz Finance app, then you should go ahead and do that. If you need help on how to do that, you could actually contact me, and I'm always available to help anyone who would like to take advantage of this opportunity. All right, you could actually contact me, and I would help you to get started. You could buy Rosion, the Rosion token from PancakeSwap. You could also buy from KuCoin, and then you can also buy from Gates.io. So go ahead and purchase the coin. It is a fantastic project. I'm giving it I can literally vouch for it. Go ahead and purchase it and go ahead and stake and begin to enjoy your passive income.
Thank you so much, Victor. Thank you. Thank you for always supporting us, because you've been supporting us from day one when we started our ambassador program. You were the first one to sign up.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
then to now, you've been very active. You've been very supportive, and we really appreciate that. That's why our pleasure to have you as a guest here today, to hear what you think about us and to hear what you know about the market. Thank you so much for your time, Victor.
Thank you, Lynn. You're welcome.
Yeah. Okay. It's a Friday night. I wish you a lovely weekend. Okay.
Thank you, and you too.
Yeah. Thank you. Catch up, Victor. Yeah. Bye. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.